Hi, I'm Melissa, and I wanted to pop in and talk to you guys about something that I've recently discovered. Um, something you might not know about me is that I deal with chronic pain and inflammation every day. And for a long time, I really tried to hide it because I didn't want people to know that I struggled and that it was difficult. And so I don't know if you've ever experienced chronic pain or inflammation in your body, but it can be really debilitating. It can be really painful. I have terrible migraines. I have horrible allergies. If you have horrible allergies, give me a thumbs up. You'll know what I mean. So sometimes I can't breathe. Migraines are really bad when the inflammation and the chronic pain is really horrible. Like it affects my limbs and I can't walk, or I just can't function, and it makes it so hard some days. And I'll be really honest, there's some days that I just can't get out of bed. Like it's really a struggle for me to get up and get moving because the pain is so unbearable. And I don't really like telling people that because I always worry about how people are going to perceive that or what people are going to think. And so I would try and hide that for a really long time and just really suffer in silence, like really be invisible. Because I just always thought that people would, see me differently or judge me, or feel sorry for me, which I don't want people to feel sorry for me. Yes, it sucks to deal with this every day. And yes, it's uncomfortable. And yes, it impacts my day. But I didn't want people to feel sorry for me or to see me any differently or to only see me as someone who suffered or struggled with these things and not see me for what I'm capable of doing or for what I'm really about. And so for a long time, I really struggled with hiding it the best I could. And I probably wasn't doing a great job. People probably could see that there were things going on or that I was struggling, even if I believed that I was doing a great job of hiding it. I probably wasn't really doing a great job. And so that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to share it with you. Like, it's hard for me to talk about, like, to tell people that, yes, I struggle every day with chronic pain and inflammation. And sometimes I get migraines and they keep me down for, sometimes days at a time. And it's hard and it's difficult. And, I've tried lots of different remedies and medications and alternative treatments. And I mean, if you name it, I've probably tried it. But I don't like putting a lot of the chemicals and things into my body. I don't feel like that makes it better. Um, I don't like the way it makes me feel sometimes. And sometimes I feel like it makes it worse. Sometimes the cure isn't always as great as you might hope it will be, right? And so when I'm really struggling and I get really down on myself, I really feel like, I start thinking, why me? And why does this have to happen? And oh, what am I missing out on? Because, there's so many things I can't do when I'm in the throes of this pain. When my allergies are at their worst and I can't walk outside and I can't breathe and I can't just enjoy the simple things other people might enjoy in life. And so when that happens, I get really down on myself and I really struggle with pulling myself out of that sometimes. And it's hard. I mean, it's hard to pull yourself out of that. It's hard to deal with that sometimes because sometimes you just want to curl up on the couch and just cover your head and just like sleep it away. And sometimes I do sleep it away because it's like the best thing ever to just wait for it to go away. And so sometimes I can't do that though because like there are things I have to do in life, and sometimes I just have to force myself or push myself to function as best possible. It's not always easy, but I do it. But eventually I finally get tired of missing out and hiding. And when But when I finally got tired of missing out, of hiding behind how I was feeling and what was going on with me, when I finally decided that being who I am and showing up as myself was worth not being invisible anymore, and being able to tell people, this is who I am, this is what I deal with, and this is what's going on. It was so freeing because I didn't feel like I had to hide anymore. And I felt like as long as I could accept me and I could show myself love and compassion, and I could just be completely who I am and be completely honest with that and just show up in the world, then I could, as long as I could own it, then I could just deal with it, and it was so much easier. And so I really was like feeling like, but can I do that? Like, can I really be so exposed and share myself and like show up and people see me for me and not for all of the things that I'm dealing with? And so I tried it. It was super uncomfortable, but over time, it's gotten a lot easier. Now, that doesn't mean I still don't struggle, because some days I still really struggle because it really is painful and it really is difficult. But now I just don't care what other people are thinking, because I show up as myself and I show up as the best version of myself, because I don't feel like I have to hide anymore. And even better than that, I want to share with you something I recently discovered that has actually been helping me when I'm having some of the worst pains, because I don't want to use the medications and stuff. And so I found these masks, and I have them for my face and my neck and my back, and they're the most awesome things ever. Now, I wanted to show you guys. They're like this liquid salt solution. This is very like hypoallergenic, because I'm super sensitive to all of the different kinds of things, and these things are like the best things. So they're called click heaters, and literally I put these on and they stay warm for like an hour, and it gives me so much relief from nasal congestion, migraines, pain and joint inflammation. They're really helpful. And all you do, it's so cool, I don't know if you can see, but they have these little discs in here. They're called clicks, and so you literally click it. It's hard to do too, but when you click it, it activates. And I'll show you. You just pop it a couple of times and you start to move this around, and this, I don't know if you can see, but immediately you can see how it's changing. It activates and you can see it. And so as it starts to get, and it gets warm, and so as it starts to get warm and move around, and then I just put it on. And it has been one of the best things to get rid of some of my pain and inflammation. And I don't usually review products or do things like that. But this is one of those things where I really wanted to show you. And you want to talk about being vulnerable and really put myself out there. Like, I'm going to put this thing on for you just because I want you to see. Like, it's like the best thing ever. So it has been so helpful. But literally, like, I just put it on and I relax, and like, it gets really warm, but it's so comfortable warm. Can you understand me? And it relieves all of this inflammation and congestion. It relaxes my jaw, my forehead, and it really helps my migraine get away. And it just really is so awesome. And so I had to come on here and just share with you guys. Like, this is one of the best things I've found that's been so helpful to me, that's not medicinal. And like, this is the one I use for like my shoulders and my neck, because when my migraines are really bad and all the tension is up in here. And it's the same thing. Literally, you just find it's so hard for me to see where the little disc is, but you activate the disc, and then I just put it on. If it gets hard, the same, and I just wear it like this, and it'll stay good and warm for at least an hour. And it is so soothing and so comfortable, and it helps. And so finding solutions to keep me from being invisible and allowing me to live my best life and to continue doing things I want to do without having to give into the suffer of pain and the struggle of this chronic everyday that I deal with, has been like a godsend for me. It's such a blessing to find solutions to my issues that work and that are manageable and that are comfortable for me, and that I'm not embarrassed by or ashamed of, or feel funny or just, like I don't want to tell people or I don't want to be seen with, because that never feels good. And so I had to come on here and like share with you guys that there's always solutions and that it's possible to not stay hidden and not be invisible, that no matter what you're dealing with, no matter the experiences that you've had, that there's a way to turn those around and take what you've learned, take what you know about that and about yourself, and make it possible, turn it around to be a strength, to be something that you use for you instead of feeling like it's always something against you, whether people are judging you, you're judging yourself, but that you can turn that around. And no matter what you're dealing with, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, it doesn't matter. Like all this pain, chronic stuff that I deal with every day that keeps me down, makes me struggle, makes it really difficult for me sometimes to even show up. Like I found solutions that feel good and that allow me to live and function. And so I had to share because so super important. One, I feel like anytime I can find something like this that could be helpful to someone else, I have to share, because I feel like it's so important if we don't have to put a lot of things into our body that aren't necessarily better for us. And for me, chronic pain and inflammation, a lot of chemicals in my body don't make that better. And so this is one of those things. It's called click heaters. And if you just hashtag click heaters, I can give you some more information. But this is one of those things that my migraines are better, the inflammation reduces. It allows me to really have some relief. But even more than that, it's allowed me to feel so comfortable to start being more visible and coming out of my own shadows. And even so, I mean, like seriously, I never would have told you in a million years that I would come on and I would put this mask on to show you that it gives me relief and that it's comfortable and wearable and that it's totally worth it to be who I am and to find remedies, to find solutions to whatever it is you're going through, because there's always a way. And I feel like this gets to be my new face. And if it makes me better and makes me feel better, then I'm not going to be hiding behind it. I'm not going to be ashamed to say, you know what, these are things I'm going through and these are the way I deal with it. And these are the solutions that I have. And I'm going to share this with others because I think it's important. I think it's important to help each other and to support each other and to find ways to help people be visible, not stay hidden, not be in pain, not suffer, not feel like they can't have their best life or live life, because we all have things that we're doing or dealing with. And sometimes they're invisible. Sometimes they're hidden. Sometimes you don't know what another person is going through. But there's always a way to be kind and to have compassion and to share a little bit of wisdom or share some information or share just a smile that helps them know that it's safe and that they're accepted and that they too don't have to stay hidden and can live their best life no matter what they're dealing with. They're not alone in the journey. There's always someone that's willing to put out a hand and walk that with them and be of help. And so I really felt like it was super important just to come on and share with you that like this is one of the solutions I found that has been amazing in helping me get rid of some pain and inflammation. But bigger than that, it's helped me just be open and honest and be really transparent about the fact that I do struggle and that I suffer and that it's okay. And it's okay to feel that way sometimes. And it's okay when it sucks to just feel through it. Allow yourself to forgive yourself, have compassion when it sucks. Allow that to happen. Feel through it, allow it to pass, and then pick up and go on. But you don't have to feel bad about the days that you struggle or the times when it feels too difficult or when you feel like you need to pull the covers over your head, because just do that and allow yourself the time and space to do that and allow that to move through. And when it does, then pick back up. It's okay. It's just a moment in time. We all have things that we're going through. So just allow yourself compassion and forgiveness and love and kindness to have those moments. And don't be so hard on yourself, and don't worry about what the world may think, because it doesn't matter. What matters is what you think and how you see yourself, because so many of us will see you for who you are and will love you and support you and walk this journey with you and have compassion and just be a place of support for you. And so I hope that you guys have enjoyed that I have put this mask on my face to show you that I'm not afraid to share how to overcome some struggle. And if you think this might work for you, again, #ClickHeaters, and I'll give you more information. And so I just wanted to come out and share a little bit about me and what I'm going through. And if it helps you in any way, I hope it did. I hope I gave you some inspiration, or just helped you find some solutions for your own struggles. But if you want more information, or if you want to chat, just hit me up, and I would love to share more about either what I go through or how I find solutions, or more information about these. But I appreciate all of you for tuning in, for showing up, for supporting me, for just seeing me for who I am, and for accepting me with all that I am and all that I deal with, and just for who I am and being me and allowing that to be enough. So thank you all so much. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you all again real soon. Bye.